Hirshberg Foundation is really our grandmother foundation on pancreatic cancer. And this is also our 13th annual meeting for Agi Hirshberg Symposium. When Agi asked me to help out 15 years ago, I said, you cannot have me to help you out if we don't have a symposium on pancreatic cancer at UCLA. And that's why we have now our 13th year. So without further taking some of your time, let me introduce our leader, our boss, our founder, Agi Hirshberg.
Everybody knows that I mostly cry at these because I cry happy tears because I'm so happy to see all of you. And honest to God, it feels like a giant family reunion. And to see so many of you here again, it just makes the year, not the day, but the year. And for those patients that are here for the very first time, you're part of the family. You can't get away from us, and welcome to us. I'm going to start with positivity because that's what the symposiums have been about over the years. And I would like to ask some of the names that I bring up to at least wave to us. And here we go. So we have my heroes, starting with Phil Rangel. How many years, Phil? 27. Okay. How about Michelle Hackbart? 16 years. And Roberta Luna, 15 years. And then we have Tom and Lupi. Lupi, are you here already? Lupi is our skydiving queen. If you haven't met her, you will, and she will insist that you join her in November one more time for a National Pancreatic Day. So she did her fifth dive November 17th. Larry Clark just finished 4 years. Linda Levan and Gordon were past speakers with us in 2015 and 2016. And it goes on and on. I want to thank our panelists in advance. It's going to be great. The morning is all about learning, listening, and having great takeaways. And then we have our patient panel in the afternoon after lunch. You can see that we're not going to move for the rest of the day. This is it. Get up, go wherever you need to do. Lunch will come to us. We don't have to go to it. And so now to the panel that will start about 1 o'clock. Norm Carabet. Norm, where are you? Thank you. Roberta Luna, thank you. Catherine Stuber, I thank you in advance. And Wendy Hammers, a superstar advocate for us, is our fifth speaker. So now, because there are so many new people, I'd like to take you through very briefly about our history, and I promise it will be short so we can begin. So mission 19 years ago, it's going to be 20 years in May that we started. We always, from day one, as a family, decided that we have to be a part of the cure. We knew that we needed to offer all that we can to patients and their families. We knew that nothing was going to happen unless we fund research. We knew that we needed to public awareness because nobody knew anything about the pancreas or where it was. Actually, they still don't. And last but not least, it was my mission to have a premier Pancreatic Cancer Center, where all needs of a patient are met in one location by a team of experts, and the integrative practice unit at UCLA is absolutely superb. So I want to do this. Okay, so symposiums came when Dr. Go suggested it. Now I see Dr. Reber in the front in the picture. I see Dennis Hackbart. I see a lot of happy people. So we have no idea how we're going to end the day, but it will be fun. What we do for patients, I want to thank Amy Reese right away before we go, and many of you know her and love her. She helps our patients with referrals. Some of us are concerned about genetics, diet, nutrition, patient-to-patient connections. I mean, tell me it isn't great for you to see your friends here and at various events that we have. Okay, advances in research is our significant project. University of California, UCLA, is our hub, is our home base, but there are 30 other universities that have received our seed grants annually for the last 13 or so years. Together, we have spent about $5 million on these grants, and the recipients have given us back $100 million worth of research effort, which is fantastic. What we're funding, basic science, particularly in the beginning, we were way behind the rest of the cancers, so that was our focus, continues to be our focus, because we still need to learn all there is to learn, and I think it's self-explanatory. I think one of the best part of my experience with Dr. Reber dragged me to the first American Pancreatic Association meeting, and it was the first time that I saw 300 to 400 doctors presenting and doing research, and it makes me happy to this day. So not only do we support the APA, we support all of the pancreatic cancer research groups. There are periods when we have a global meeting or annual dual meeting. It also ends up being a great, my relationships at the meetings is a great opportunity to meet physicians that we can refer globally, which is very, very important for everybody to be with the right team. How do we survive? It's by raising funds through our various activities. My background is in sporting goods, so the fact that we're doing nothing but no formal dinners, but healthy activities. LA Cancer Challenge, Hirshberg training team next month. There'll be 20 people running for you at the marathon, and Tour de Pier is on the beach, looking at the beach, spinning. If you don't like activities, then we have all sorts of ways to have you be involved with us. We have a great group of people that are supporting us regularly. Certainly memorial tributes is another funding area, and then lots of people are doing activities for us around the world. This is a good time to say thank you to the staff. It's hard to believe. It's hard to believe that there are so few of us doing so many things. No task too big or too small, and you'll be meeting us throughout the day. Nothing would have happened unless I met Dr. Go, and here he is he's the chief of the Scientific Advisory Board, and there's 11 brilliant people from across the country that make our research advances possible. So I am humbled, and thank you for Dr. Mitra is also here from MD Anderson, who's a board member who will be speaking. Dr. Reber's here, Dr. Hines is here, Dr. Go is here, so we're well represented. And that takes me to say thank you for all for coming or being here today, and it's going to be a great day. And now it is my pleasure to introduce the Dean of Medicine for the David Geffen School of Medicine, Kelsey Martin. And not only she's the first female dean that we have had in medicine, which is pretty special. And we really have a brilliant brochure in front of you where you can read about everybody's specialties. But I was most impressed by Kelsey's Peace Corps experience for 3 years, because I always wanted to do that. So here we go. Kelsey, Dr. Martin.
Well, thank you, Agi, and thank all of you for being here. And I'm really, it's a real pleasure to welcome you here today for the 13th Annual Hirshberg Foundation for Pancreatic Cancer Research Symposium. And part of what really makes it a pleasure for me to welcome you is to really thank and honor Agi Hirshberg for everything that she does, for her generosity and her vision in establishing the Hirshberg Foundation and the UCLA Agi Hirshberg Center for Pancreatic Diseases. I did not have the pleasure of knowing Agi's late husband, Ron, who was 54 years old when he died of pancreatic cancer. But I know that he's a source of inspiration for the transformative research, the advances, and the care that the Hirshberg Foundation has enabled since 1997. I also felt that I got to learn something about him when I read a description of the Foundation's original logo, which I love this logo, and the original one had sort of rays of sunshine coming out of it, and the description read, 54 rays of sunshine for Ron's years of life, along with the sun, moon, stars, water, and flag, representing Ron's love of life 24 hours a day. So through its seed grants and support for research, the foundation enables science that promises to, whose discoveries really promise to transform the future of pancreatic cancer and to identify, ultimately find cures. Through the Integrated Practice Center, the foundation, I believe, has created a model for how we should be taking care of all cancer patients. And through its education and outreach programs, the foundation is training the next generation of pancreatic disease experts and is providing awareness, knowledge, and hope to thousands of pancreatic cancer patients and their families. So I also want to thank the chairman of the board, a distinguished professor of medicine, Dr. Bill Go, and the organizer of today's symposium. So I want to thank you for putting together such a thoughtful program that really exemplifies all the mission areas of the foundation. And I again want to welcome all of you here today and thank you for joining us on this beautiful, chilly Los Angeles morning.